Welcome back. This is first ice in Northwest Ontario. We did the trip to Northern Manitoba and now I'm back home for a bit. Got Marcel with me. You've seen him before in past videos. And we're doing something a little different today. I'm not gonna divulge exactly what's going on. We got another 10-minute drive down this backcountry logging road of sorts and we'll be at our destination. I've never been here before. My buddy Blaine Zirkin tipped me off. This little backcountry gem. And it looks like, I don't want to jinx it yet. Looks like we got it all to ourselves. That's what I love about all these little back lakes. We are gonna park and we're gonna catch some brook trout. Today things are a little bit different. Normally you see rod cases full, you see toboggans with shacks and heaters and everything. Today we're going back to the basics. And this is like the essentials. This is all you really need. We got a couple spools of line, I got some lures in my pocket, we've got an axe. Since it's early ice, we should be able to just chop through. That's the beauty of this time of year. And even though I do see some holes out there, and it looks like people have been fishing, gotta be safe. We're in ice picks, and we're gonna chop our way out. We'll see what we got. I would drive my truck on it necessarily, but we're going to chop a couple fishing holes. We'll figure out the depth. Marcel and I are gonna try to get on some fish. Brook trout. This lake has brook trout, I'm told. Guys, this is the lightest I've ever packed for a fishing trip. This bag has pretty much everything. So, ice fishing in Ontario, you're allowed 2 lines. This one's gonna be an active bait. We're gonna use a little frostbite tungsten jig. And I'm gonna put on one of these, it's called an ice mite. I think these are new. The color's called Snot Pepper. I'm not sure who named this. Probably Alex. And this will be the active bait, and then we'll do some dead stick baits, which will probably just be an octopus hook with a minnow on it. All right, rod number 1 is rigged. We're using 15-pound line fluorocarbon on the little tungsten jig. Number 1, that one we'll give to Marcel. Line number 2, we're using some easy fluoro spider wire. The stuff's probably like 15 years old. Found it in my tray of lures. This one, we're just gonna put a split shot and an octopus hook on. And probably a little bit of trout dough. We only got a couple hours to fish. The days are getting short. And it was a little bit of a drive here, so try to make the most of this. I don't know how deep we're here, so that's why I didn't cut off a chunk of line. That's why we're using a full spool. Guys, 1 fish will make this a success. I like fishing without a flasher, unless you're sight fishing. I don't know the last time I've fished without a flasher, so. How deep are you? Okay, I'll come fish by you for like 10 minutes and we'll relocate. My bobber's pointing up. What's going on? Oh, that's way deeper than I am. Yeah, I'm coming there. All right, Marcel, I'm joining you.
Do you have to?
Yes, you're deeper. We got 10 more minutes on the spot, I think. And then we're gonna relocate. Marcel's in the deeper water. So we're gonna put our dead bait in the middle, a couple jigging baits on the side, and I have to tie a new knot to move this bobber. I don't know why I'm using like the most expensive fluoro I have for this. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Not even joking. Not even joking. I got him. I got him. I got him. What's a nice fish? It's a nice fish. Oh, yes. Yes, look how big that brookie is. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, guys. We did it. We did it. That's a nice brookie. Guys, look at this. New lake. First brookie on the power dough. Moved a little bit deeper. That's a nice, nice fish. Beautiful spots. Amazing white on the fin. Oh, mission accomplished. Oh my goodness! I wasn't sure when we set up in a foot of water and moved out to 3 feet where Marcel was at, and that happened really quick. I'll show you what happened. Spool of 8-pound fluoro, and then a split shot, and a little octopus hook with some trout dough. That's what happened. The bait barely got to the bottom, and that trout was cruising. I just need a moment to calm down because that was good. That was bigger than I expected. All right, that's good. Mission accomplished. But we're gonna keep fishing. All right, so guys, with this setup, the split shot is about 4 inches up from the bait, but this is actually floating trout dough. So the weight's gonna sit on the bottom and that dough is gonna sit up 4 inches. So you can kind of slide the split shot and kind of set your depth on how high you want that bait. I will use a bobber still, and it'll kind of show any movement because I'll be jigging another rod, but man, that barely got to the bottom and that trout chowed it. Obviously it's first ice now. We're fishing in 3 feet of water. We kind of put, you know, everything in our favor, but you can make it work. You don't need everything. That being said, it is fun fishing with the toys, but it's not realistic for everybody to buy a $500 flasher and a $600 shack. So you start with what you got. I remember using my parents' minivan, getting stuck in a lot of situations where I should not have been driving their minivan. Okay, let's add up the budget, okay? Probably you could get a spool monofilament for $5. I got a rusty old axe. Probably you could pick one up for new for probably 40 bucks.
Or your grandpa's
axe. So let's say for free. So we're a hook and some power dough. This is probably $6 for a container. So right there, your budget's 10 bucks plus gas money. Stock trout like this are a great option for kids.
And like the thing about it is that an auger versus this, like your hole doesn't matter, obviously.
Yeah. And
once a flash is not going to do anything right here anyway.
Yeah, you're in 3 feet of water. You could look down the hole and see the fish if you wanted. All right, are we moving spots?
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving spots. One more spot we're trying today, guys. All right, spot number 2. Hopefully a little more depth here. We did a little more walking. We're checking the ice along the way. Wow, we got even more ice here. All right. Oh, it's way deeper here. This might be too deep. We might be going back in that bay. I got fish. Not even joking. Not even joking. Come on. Come on.
Did you lose him?
He's off. Look at those icicles, waterfalls that froze, Marcel. That is stunning, majestic, some would say. So basically what we did here is 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna put trout dough on either end and then our active baits in the middle, just so we're close and we can get to all of them. The last hour of the day is when so many of the best things in fishing happen. So it's worth staying out, it's worth packing up in the dark. And Marcel, what are you gonna be using?
This is what this.
Look at that line. That line I've had since I'm like 12 years old.
Spider wire?
10-pound ultra cast fluorocarbon spider wire.
Nothing gets away.
There you go.
Wish I could say the same with the last time Jay and I did first ice. I'm using the smallest dinner bell from Frostbite here. I don't know what color this is.
It's green, Marcel. Drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. It's prime time. No. You know what I mean? I'd rather be like, that's a fish, that's a fish. Oh, I could have sworn it was a fish. I'm serious. I'm serious.
I know.
It fought. We need to get out of these holes. Well guys, we got about 20 minutes left, but the reason that we did this video and did the minimalist style is ice fishing is like the fastest growing sport, and the reason is it's so accessible. Everyone can do it, and while it is gaining popularity, there's such a push at this time of year on you need this gear, you need all this stuff, and don't get me wrong, it makes ice fishing very comfortable, but like we showed today, you can get away with the bare essentials with an axe, with a spool line, and you can catch impressive fish. Obviously you might have to cater your choices to what you're doing. You might want to be fishing shallower water, you might want to be fishing earlier ice, or when it's later and the ice is thicker, you might want to be fishing stuff that you don't need to pop a lot of holes. But just encouraging you guys to get out there, work with what you got, and to all my friends down south that are getting ice, I wish you all the best. Be safe out there, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because Marcel and I are going to be making a lot of videos this winter. Hit that bell button. Videos coming out every probably 2 to 4 days, so it's going to be a good winter. All right, Marcel, anything you want to end off the video with?
Oh, well, I mean, we did what we wanted to do. And now it's time for McDonald's, so I'm a happy guy.
Easy to please.
Yep.
Marcel Laferriere. Laferriere?
Yay.
Hey, okay. Peace.
Love.